There are just some places that you go that you think, boy, maybe I should be carrying a gun. And a bank is probably one of those.
Welcome to First Person Defender, where regular people come face to face with unknown attackers and fight their way out.
Today, our good guy is Mike. He's actually one of the founders of CCW Safe. He has 20+ years of law enforcement experience. He carries most of the time. He's trying to not get involved if possible because he understands the consequences of an aftermath. Let's see what he does.
All right, Ryan, I've got the Umarex gear all prepped.
All right, so a lot of people who say, well, I don't carry everywhere, I bet you they carry in a bank.
Well, you know what? I don't even like to go to banks unless I have to go there in person because, honestly, things happen in banks.
It's a target area, so this is going to be a chance for Mike to decide, does he get involved and does he save the day?
Well, we got a really cool scenario. I took it right out of the news. I watched the video. I got my role players scripted. I'm not sure how it's going to go, but we got 2 chances at it.
Yeah, I think Mike's going to do a really nice job.
What we have here is a bank scenario. None of us like to go into banks because we know it can be dangerous.
It's a target. Banks are a target.
Yeah, you can go ahead and go out. Like you're good to go, man. All right.
Give me your money. Give me your money. Give me your money. Put it all in here. Go home. Tell your mom you love her.
All right. Sir, you been helped? You been helped?
Get in. Gun.
Whoa.
Get both. Call 911. Call 911.
911. Yeah, there was a bank robbery at First National.
Mike picked that up quickly.
Yeah.
The bad guy didn't even make it in the door.
Saw the gun coming through the door. Index.
So tell me what happened. You're set up on the door there. You're kind of waiting your turn, or?
Yeah, I was waiting my turn. There's somebody came into the bank, and of course I'm kind of had my back to that wall. Guy checked out. Then I heard some kind of commotion outside, or just voices talking.
Okay.
And so I kind of looked, and as soon as I looked, I saw a gun barrel.
Really?
As the door opened.
Okay.
So I drew, got low as tight as I could against that door, started yelling gun, and as he came in, I fired one. He backed out, and then I came around, told him to call 911, get somebody here, and I kind of got into a position here, kind of holding on that front door.
Kind of a position of dominance on the door in case he came back. Did he shoot back?
I don't think he did.
What do you think he did well?
Right off the bat, I had a position. I heard the voices outside. If I was here, I think I would have probably heard them and kind of turned because of the guy before had just walked out with a big sum of money and he looked like he was counting it on his way out, which is...
Any of us see that, you're going like, buddy, let's put that away.
So I probably wouldn't have been in better position here, but I think I probably would have at least, keyed into the voices and maybe turned.
Is there a risk of not knowing who this person was walking through the door?
Yes, there could be.
Is there a potential good guy who's coming through that door?
Well, I think, and that's kind of what I was thinking, no reasonable person is going to walk into a bank with a gun
that's fair.
Straight out. So
I'm just giving you like a what if, right?
Right. And when I started yelling gun, it continued to come in.
Yeah.
So at that point, I was thinking this is not reasonable for anybody to be walking into a bank with a gun drawn, especially after they've already been, outed.
It's important to have options when you carry. I think one of the guns that should be in your lineup is a pocket gun. The LCP Max from Ruger definitely fits that bill. It actually holds more ammo, 10 rounds or 12 rounds, depending on the magazine. And you can still get a good hold on it. It's still similar to the size of the LCP2. It also comes with a pocket holster.
Okay, we're back in the bank. You won the day. But what we want to talk about now is that aftermath. What happens afterwards? You're in this bank, you've got your gun out. The cops are going to arrive. something's going to happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the role of law enforcement so people that are watching can get this. So that's where you were at. You were staged. You chased this guy off. You've got somebody on the phone. All right, now I'm the guy on the phone. All right, hey, I just want to let you know, the cops said they're here. What are you going to tell them?
I'm going to tell them to, again, give them my physical description, tell them that I'm armed, but I'm putting my gun down, and I'm going to step out, hands up.
All right, so you're watching, you're waiting, the door opens, law enforcement comes in. Freeze, nobody move. What happened in here? What do you say?
I say, I fired one shot. There was a gun barrel came in the bank. I just started yelling gun. He backed out, and there's my firearm. And
all right, just stay away from that gun. Who are you?
My name's Mike Darter.
All right, you can put your hands down.
Okay.
So what was your role in this?
You know, I was just involved in a shooting. I don't know that I'm in a great mind space to talk right now. I'd be happy to help you. I'll be very forthcoming, but I don't think I really need to talk about it right now. I'm a little shooken up.
Well, you did discharge a firearm in the bank here, so I need to know what happened. Give me something.
I can tell you the basics.
Yeah, give me the basics. That'd be great. I'd love to just have the basics.
I came into the bank. I heard some voices outside. I turned, and when I turned, I saw a gun come into a bank. I drew my weapon, started yelling, gun, gun, gun. It went out and then came back in. I fired one round, and we're here. And that's all I kind of remember right now, and I'd really like to have my attorney present.
All right. So that was a pretty good description. What do you think the cops are going to do?
Well, you know, at the first point you say you want an attorney present, there's not much they can do after that. I want to be as helpful as I can. I want to give just the basic information. I don't want to get into much more other than that, even though this is a pretty cut and dry case of what it appears to be. Somebody, from that was just pulling into the bank, or somebody who might have been in the back coming out and they just see me, they might give a totally different story. And I just want to, try to give the basic facts and then try to get an attorney present for me.
All right, so I already asked the teller some questions. The teller said they saw some wild-eyed looking guy running past the window with a gun. Apparently the teller hid behind the counter and left you hanging out to dry, and that was what was going on. So I personally, at some point, might even say to law enforcement, listen, man, this is what happened. I need to have my attorney present. If you feel the need to hook me up and take me downtown, we can absolutely do that. At least my attorney will know where to find me.
It's a really good idea to have self-defense coverage, like CCW Safe, trusted for years by hundreds of thousands of people. Things that you need to know about their coverage: all criminal and civil defense costs are covered up front. Also, you get multi-state coverage and a deep legal expertise team that you can depend on. Learn more at ccwsafe.com. CCW Safe, your expert self-defense support team.
Brought to you by Range Ready, preparing you to win the day, one shot at a time.
When we talk about shooting from cover, generally distance from cover is a good thing. Most people like to crowd cover because it feels good, and I'm not even sure that this whole post can cover me. I'm not sure what my bad guy can see down here, but for me to even come out and expose myself to see that bad guy, I have to present a substantial amount. Also, if I do start taking incoming rounds, there's something called spalling, which is just fragments. Those bullets will fragment this wall no matter what it's made of, and they're going to deflect. Well, the further back I am, chances are the bullets are going to deflect away from me, and I don't want that spalling in my face. So from here, to get a two-handed hold, I have to expose a substantial amount of my body. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back off from cover, and I'm pretty sure my bad guy can't see me from here. Now, if I tuck in and all I do is skin the side of this, I'm relatively certain that nobody downrange can see me, and if they can, it's a very small amount of me. So I got some chalk markers in here. So here we go. I just lean out a little bit. Boom, right there. I get a good shot. And all I have to do to get behind cover is this tiny little motion. I'm back in, just like that. I can see his shoulder, and I slip back in. So even with these chalk markers, pretty accurate shots, all I can see is that tiny bit of that shoulder. Just for reference, let's think about this. If I wanted to see your whole body and your whole face, this is how much you would see of me. There's just a small sliver of me showing across this piece of cover. If you use cover correctly, it can be very safe and it can be very advantageous. So next time you're out on the range and you're practicing shooting around cover, don't crowd up on it and expose yourself. Get back a little bit. Use that big piece of cover to get that tight shot.
First Person Defender brought to you by Ruger, T4E, and CCW Safe.
So here's the thing, if Mike does nothing, he may be just fine.
Woo! Hey, this is a bank robbery. Everybody settle down. Nothing's gonna happen. Everybody's gonna be fine. I need some money. It's time to get it. Throw it in there. No one gets hurt. No one move. Hey, you over there? Nope, don't move, don't move. All right, everybody having a great day, I hope. I hope everybody, come on, man.
Drop it, now!
I'm not dropping
Drop the
money.
gun! Drop the gun!
I ain't dropping the money. No one gets hurt. No one gets hurt.
Drop it.
No one gets hurt. Everybody has a good day. Ow.
Oh, jeez. Nope, not the bad guy does not have a
Pointed the
good
gun at
day.
Hannah. He
did.
pointed the gun at her.
Call 911, call an ambulance. Everybody stay back.
Index.
Mike, tell me what happened.
Oh man, it was quick. I was filling that out. He came in, the gun was already on, and I was
Yep.
like, I can't go for it right
Yep.
now. So the way he was talking and acting seemed like he was more just kind of showing the gun. I didn't think he had any intent. When they threw the money, he was distracted, went down. I immediately came to this column, drew on him, was giving him commands, and then he pointed the gun that way. I didn't know if anybody was back there, but when he pointed the gun at this girl in the corner, I went ahead and just engaged.
Talk about the aftermath part, because that's something we drilled.
Yeah, as humans, it's human nature to want to justify yourself and if you don't know how many shots you fired, or you don't know some of the questions they're asking you, especially if you hit somebody, they went down most likely dying, we want to justify ourselves and we want to fill in what we think we did. And filling in what you think you did because you don't know, 2 days later you're at home going, oh, now I kind of remember. My shooting before, I think it was later that night, it was probably 8 hours later, I was sitting on the couch still like, man, what just happened? And people who haven't, training does help that, but it's a lot of training that would need to take place for that.
Well, I'm not exactly sure that Mike knew what he was supposed to do on the first scenario because it looked like he was a security.
Yeah, back to the wall, ready for anything. Now this second one, we knew he wanted to get involved, but he had to wait.
That's right, we drew him out. He didn't have any choice. We caught him wide open. He went right to cover, got the gun out, gave him verbal commands, but you know KJ.
Yeah, when you point guns at innocent people, sometimes you end up being on the floor with the dead presidents.
That was a cool picture.
To see all of Gun Talk's content, go to guntalk.com, guntalktv.com, or sign up for the Gun Talk newsletter.